Inspired by
Motivation. Motivation.
Inspired by motivation.
Welcome to Inspired by AQ, where we talk motivation through life experiences. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to click on that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. Today is Thursday tips number 44. And I'm going to teach you how to design without the fancy. Now, when we go on Adobe and a lot of the fancy programs for graphic design things, you get taught, a lot of the concepts, and you get taught like the importance of, the structure, the importance of the flow of the design, the importance of it making sense for the design, depending on the client, and, those type of aspects. So, based on my experience with taking graphic design, I learned a lot of those things. But what if you don't have the, financial, backing to get like, Illustrator, Photoshop, or any of the other things? You are going to need, you just go online, right? And use any of the, simplified, programs. My favorite one that I like to use is this Adobe, website that allows you to create designs, at your own will, like kind of like Canva, but I use that program, and I'll make sure to put the link down in the description so that you guys can use it. So with any type of design, if you look at, Inspired by AQ, I usually use anything from pictures that I have or that been taken of me. I just put some text over it, and it says the design out. Anything basic concept is take a photo that you have and put something on it, put filter, put some text, and test it out. Learn to appreciate design, learn to look at it a certain way so that you can get it the way that you want, and you don't have to feel like it's not going the right way you need to. And once you have established that type of design, depending on the program you're using, then test your limits and use the design on programs such as YouTube or Twitch or Facebook or social media pages to promote your business, and test out your ability to design something so that you can have viewers look at it and they could be staring and be like, wow, this is appealing, wow, because it really tests you out. I remember back in graphic design when I took it, we had this project where we had a client, which was our partner, and we would do the same thing for each other so that we could design for them depending on what they wanted, depending on the idea. And as the idea went along, we had the meetings to look at it, evaluate, and that's where I kind of got a feel for how graphic design works. And it kind of has helped me with making future projects like this YouTube channel and other things, so that I have a cohesive aesthetic, because aesthetic is very important. And if you don't have a good aesthetic in your design, then it's not going to work out sometimes. And that's something I've learned through trial and error. And with designing things, there is always a moment of trial and error. Like some designs will work while some designs will not work. And you just have to be very mindful of that and be very critical of yourself when you're doing things like that, because they matter a lot. And if you are someone that, has someone you could pay to take a professional photo, of you, then you can take that photo, design around it, and learn to make something very cohesive, because that's all it takes. And having a green screen is very important, because you can put backgrounds behind you. You can create backgrounds and put them behind you. And these little tips here can help you sustain some type of design background, even when you don't have the expensive programs. But when you get to the point where you do have the Adobe full out, workshop with this Illustrator, Photoshop, and all the other ones that I can't really name off the top of my head, but just the ones that I've learned over the years, then you'll be able to apply what you've learned from using the simple stuff to then using the complicated, because there's always a starting point. Not going to get you wrong, I used to go on Microsoft Word and just create stuff just out of compiling the images, like cutting some of the image off, putting it on the other one, and that created a design. It may not have been like the best design, because some people frown upon using Word for graphics, but it became something out of nothing, because it's important to just use what you have. My biggest philosophy out of anything is using the tools that you have right in front of you, because if you're always saying, I can't do it because I don't have this or that, then you're shortchanging yourself. Like, for example, I have been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch, but I do it through the PS4. I would ideally want to get a capture card, a PC space, so that I can stream the content and be able to have the ability to use OBS effectively, which is important, but I don't have that ability. So I stream to the PS4, and the important thing to do with that is to make it entertaining for the viewer with what you have. So if you want to make a design, it's important to just use what you have in order to create that final product. Because I tell you, hard work does pay off. And if you put in a lot of work into it and you don't shortchange yourself and you believe in yourself constantly, then the results will come. I hope this video helps you with designing in any form that you want in life. But just take this one important tip out of everything that I've just said, and that's just use what you have. Use what you have and use it to the best of your ability, because you never know where it's going to take you. And then when you get to that point where you can use the complicated things, then you'll be ready for it. And that's definitely how it should be. I hope you guys remember to like, comment, share, and also subscribe, and be the amazing person that you are in this year of 2021. I know the year doesn't sound real, but it is real now, and this is a season of rebuilding and being a better you. And I hope you guys keep in mind of that. Till next time, peace. Because it's inspired by AQ versus AQ the singer. Which side are you on? The motivation side or the music side?
I saw you dancing alone. You got me like an approach. Your body was talking to me.